Well, after the Democrat Senate primary, and Jasmine Crockett lost that, now the conversation has been going to the general election in November. Now we know James Tallarico is going to be going against either Ken Paxton or John Cornyn. Well, the conversation now with a lot of black people, since they're kind of upset with the Latino community in a lot of right, there's a lot of saying, okay, I'm not voting for him. He on his own in the general election. Well, here's the issue. Tallarico will not win anything if black people don't come out and vote. Because, see, that's different than a primary. Now, I want you to hear this particular Latina is talking about that, and she is telling people that it wouldn't be wise to do that. I want you to hear what she has to say.
It is a day after primaries. We already know the results. James Tallarico won. Jasmine Crockett did not. As many of you know, I support Jasmine Crockett. I was rooting for her. Obviously, I voted for her. But just because she didn't win doesn't mean that now in midterms, I'm not going to vote for James Tallarico. I have seen a couple videos that were like, if Jasmine Crockett doesn't win, I'm not voting for James Tallarico. That is a problem. That is a huge problem, actually, because you leave the door open for the other side to win, for a Republican. You make it easier for him to win. Was James Tallarico my first choice? No, he was not. He's a Democrat. And not voting will lead to results like the one that we have now in the presidency. You have to vote. Here is the response that Jasmine Crockett has now that, we have the results. And she's saying the exact same thing. We have to unite as Democrats. How are we going to be not only divided from the Republican Party, but then divided within ourselves? Yes, the results might suck for you because you wanted Jasmine Crockett to win. I sure did. I get it. You still got to vote, okay? You still got to vote. In midterms, you got to vote for James. It just is what it is. You either do it or you make it easier for the other guy. We know who the other guy is.
The other guy that she's referring to is Greg Abbott. That's who she's referring to here in Texas. He's been in for a very long time. But black people started that conversation. That's what she's most so responding to. Now, she was one of the 36% of Latinos in Texas that voted for Jasmine Crockett. So, it's nothing against her at all. And this video is not to be against this particular woman. But what I will say is this. Jasmine Crockett should have won that election. I'm going to tell you why. Jasmine Crockett was very, very, very pro-immigration, illegal immigration. She had went to the black community and told the black community several times why we should be pro-immigration because certain jobs we're not going to do or don't want to do, right? So because if a certain amount of black people don't want to do a particular job, then you got to advocate for immigration. And Jasmine Crockett was constantly advocating for immigration. And when she needed the people who have benefited the most off of immigration, or their families benefited the most off of immigration, they voted for the white guy. I'm sorry. I don't care if you is ghetto, as all ghetto, quote unquote ghetto can be. If you are supporting me, I gotta support. I'm rocking with you, and I'm not gonna betray you because you rocking with me. I don't care if somebody is quote unquote ghetto or quote unquote ratchet. I don't care. You supporting me. I'm cool with what you do. You supporting me. That community did not show up and support her. And because of that, Jasmine Crockett alienated a lot of people in the black community too, because she was so pro-immigration. Foundational black Americans have no benefit to immigration. It doesn't benefit us. So run around here telling us about immigration. All we hear when you do that is you want to take tax dollars and benefits that should be going to black Americans and give it to people who just got here. When black people haven't even made whole. Black people haven't even gotten their reparations in the form of cash payments. Black people haven't gotten their land back because there was millions and millions of acres of land that's been stolen from black America. We don't want to hear no talk about you coming to us, you black politicians, talking about no immigration, because when it was their time to shine and show the black politician that, hey, we got your back because you supported us with immigration policy and advocating for immigration, they still voted for the white guy. Overwhelmingly, once again, the lady in the video, she was part of the 36% of Latinos that voted for Jasmine Crockett. We're not talking about those Latinos. Not at all. We're talking about the other majority of Latinos that voted for James Tallarico. There were also, in this election, Republicans voted in the Democratic primary to get James Tallarico in the primary. And how many times I told y'all, I preached this sermon for months. I said, hey, if you're going to do any voting, show up early voting. You got 2 whole weeks to do it. I said that. If it's presidential election, no matter what election it is, show up early voting. Because what happened election day in Texas? A lot of fugazi type of stuff was happening in Texas on election day. You couldn't vote any way you wanted. You had to vote in your precinct. People was confused about that. All kinds of things happened. But and it was a lot of black folks that was pissed off that really couldn't vote like they wanted to. You had 2 whole weeks. Let me tell black folks something about that too. It's not even about elections. It's just in general. You procrastinate too much. We talk about CP time and all that. No. That's procrastination. That's being undisciplined. It's being undisciplined. And when you're undisciplined, people can get at you. Now, you knew the Republicans in Texas were trying to pull all kind of stunts about voting. During the early voting, you could have voted wherever you wanted in the state of Texas. You'd been fine. Just election day, they was going to get you on that. But you didn't go out and do it. So you can't really get mad at the Republicans when you had 2 whole weeks to do it. You chose to show up election day in a line. Why would you do that? Just go show up early voting. It don't matter what election you're voting in. They always have early voting. Show up then. That's number one. Let me get to how Jasmine Crockett alienated black people. She alienated black people with all the immigration talk and not advocating the standing on business for black America. Let me tell you something. Even if the Latinos didn't show up for her, if she would have stood on business for black people, she would have won that race. Let me tell you why. Do you know Jasmine Crockett lost that race for about 140 some odd thousand votes, somewhere around there? Do you know there is 1 million black people in Harris County alone? There's 180,000 black people in Fort Bend County. We're talking about just the Houston area, what I'm talking about right now, right? You got what? In Dallas County, it was somewhere around what? 500,000 black people, somewhere around there. Just those 2 counties alone, if black folks would have came out in mass and voted for Jasmine Crockett, she would have won. But Jasmine Crockett, you alienated black people. Yeah, people laugh at you talking about a bad built butch body and all that stuff. Yeah, it's funny. You know, that's internet kind of talk. But when you go up there, you got to fight for policies. Like I said before, if you are in a district where it is predominantly black or heavily black, you can stand on business. Once again, I'm going to bring her up. Ilhan Omar, the reason why she could talk like that, because her people got her. Her people come out to vote for her. So she can go talk all that mess she want to talk about Somalis and what you're not going to do with Somalis and talk crazy. She can do all that because the Somalis got her back. If we don't have an Ilhan Omar figure that's black American. We don't have it. Look, you can say whatever you want to say about Ilhan Omar. She's staying on business for Somali. I'll give her that. I'm not taking that away from her. We don't have that. We don't have one. We don't have a one in the Congressional Black Caucus that stands up like Ilhan Omar does for her people, for black Americans. No, you want to pander for immigration, then they don't show up for your behind on election day. So they don't show up for you for election day. They go vote for the white guy, the majority. There's a minority of them that voted for you. Then you alienate the black community because you're doing all that. And then you lose. You could be in that seat right now. You would have been in the running against Ken Paxton or whatever. And you're not. So black politicians, because I know y'all listen. You're going to have to center black people. These other groups not going to vote for you like we will. White folks are not going to vote for you in a majority. Maybe a minority of them will. Latinos have constantly proven they're not voting for you in a majority. A minority of them will. So since you can get maybe a minority of the white vote, a minority of the Latino vote, that means you got to stand on 10 toes down for Black America and get every Black American to come out and vote for you. You basically got to get Black people to come out to vote for you like Black folks did for Obama in 2008. That's what you got to do to win at this point. That's what the numbers is saying now. You can't even play this coalition politic game. You have to secure Black people, then after you secure Black people and you make sure everybody, Black people stand on business for you, then you can go reach out to the other groups so you can get that minority so you can help you win, because you still going to need those minority votes. I get it. But you're going to have to get the Black vote out. And there was a lot of Black people that didn't vote for you, Jasmine. That's really what that is. The story has been, the Latinos, and I get that. And yes, they didn't show up for her. If they had showed up for her, she'd have won too. There was 100,000 Latinos or so could have voted for her, and she would have been no problem. But she wouldn't even needed the Latinos if she stood on business for Black people. See, Black politicians, it's a new day. You're either going to center Black America or you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Kamala Harris didn't win either. A lot of Black people didn't show up for her either. And it's not a bunch of Black people went out and vote for Trump. That didn't happen. A lot of Black people didn't vote for her because she and her administration that she was a part of didn't center Black people, but taking resources away from Black people. Gone are the days of this minority coalition talk. We don't want to hear it, because every time you talk about minority coalition, Black folks is at the super bottom of that. And Black folks would have to be a fool and a half to sit up there and listen to you talk this minority coalition talk at that point. Because all I hear when I hear you say that is, oh, you got to be at the bottom and help me help other people get over on you. And let them step on your back to get to where they need to be. No. So if you want to win elections, if you want Black turnout, you have to get up off that minority coalition talk. You have to talk about Black American issues, centering Black America, putting policies up that's going to benefit Black America. That's where we at with it right now, Black politicians. And if you're not going to do that, then more Talarico is going to be winning. Because them Democrats, they don't want Black folks. They don't want Black representation no more. They want white representation. They'll take Latino representation. They don't want you. Because you know why? They're racist anyway. And we understand that. The Democrats are racist and the Republicans are racist. We know that. Malcolm X told us a long time ago about the white liberal. Long time ago. He said the white liberal is worse than the white conservative. He told you that. But you're going to need Black people to win. And you're not going to come up here, well, just because I'm Black, vote with me. That's not going to work either. Just because you Black. Or just because you're a Black woman. No. You need to sit up here and what you're going to advocate for Black people. Black men, Black women, Black children. I say Black people, not Black women, Black children, Black people, Black men. The whole community needs something. Because I'm not putting up with that division in the Black community either. Talking about, oh, well, Black women. No. Black men, Black women, Black children. That's the Black community. We're not going to separate our community because we suffer together. And we're going to win together. Them days of y'all playing these games is over. You can't hey, look at me. I'm Black. Look at me. No. Black is not going to get it no more, Black politicians. Those days are done. Symbolism is done. I've seen a whole lot of Black politicians was talking about certain judges saying not a single Black judge won in that county. And this, I wonder why. Y'all going to have to stand on business for Black people. Or just, it's going to be all white and all Latino, everything. Asian, whatever the case may be. Black people can have no problem voting. I don't have no problem voting. I'll vote, but don't alienate Black people. Some Black people maybe can look over certain things, but a lot of Black people don't look over certain things. Some of you will say, well, you can't be a one-issue voter. What, do you tell them white people that about the Second Amendment? No, you don't tell them anything. So if black people say, hey, you need to stand on business for reparations, then that's what you do. It's like Gavin Newsom. I know he wants to run for president. I can't wait till he get in the race. I'm going to be on him worse than Kamala Harris. Not him. He betrayed black people. I would never sit up here and be quiet about him running. Gavin Newsom better not jump in that race. He better chill his nerves. He better chill. Not him. Not him. He played games with black people reparations. But it's a new day. It's a new day. You can't depend on Latinos. They don't care if you advocate for immigration. They're not voting for you like that. Not in the majority. They did the same thing to Kamala Harris. They're not voting for you in the majority. They're going to vote for the white guy. So since you only can get a minority of Latino and minority of white, that means you need to get 100% to 95% turnout of black people. How do you do that? Standing on business for black people. Now, what if Jasmine Crockett was like an Ilhan Omar, but just for us? She would have been in there. I promise you, this would have been too easy for Jasmine Crockett. If you're not going to stand on business for black America, then prepare to lose. All you shields out there, you can disagree. Oh, well, no, it's not about just black people. The hell it is. The hell it is. It is about black people because black people is the only one that has been faithful to come out and vote in mass. These other groups do not vote in mass for any black people. You don't maybe get a minority of their vote. And that's okay. Get the minority vote of the other groups. I'm cool with that. But make sure you stand on business for black people. That way you could win an election. It's just a new day now. It's a new day. And it's good. Because you're going to be in that position. You're going to serve black America. I understand you got to serve everybody, but everybody means serving us first too. Because you've been in these public office, and then you've been serving everybody else but us. Them days are done. You stand 10 toes down or you're losing. It's just that simple.